okay? You're about to lose your glasses. I think they need to go to this. They've only got one
Hello and welcome to today's stream. We have a very good game on our hands today in the Adelaide Footy League Div 1 action. Round 9 here at Tree Oval. Tree Gully versus Golden Grove. A very interesting clash in terms of a bit of a local rivalry here. They've pushed the numbers, they've got crowd, they've got special events going all over the place. The mascot's out, and such a good occasion here for the local footy and the city of Tree Gully, the Tree Gully Football Club, to host Golden Grove. First time they've versed in many years, and especially when they verse in Div 1, it's always a big occasion. I'm Jad Gosson here with you for today's stream, thanks to Dartfish, Filming Footy, Archie's Thongs, and all our other wonderful sponsors. This game very much one to watch on the football calendar from the start of the year. This game has been circled in. They've had a promotional week, Tree Gully, to get people to the ground. They've called it Fill the Hill with, as you can see in the background, a lot of the hill is filled with cars and people. A lot of hustle and bustle. Big crowd in today. I'd say a few thousand at least, if not more. They've got the mascot out, Gus the Gully Wolf. They've got barbecue, hot food, cold drinks, coffee, pies, pastries, donuts, you name it. It's all available here. If you're in the local area, why not come down for a quick visit? Come get something to eat. It's good weather for footy, good atmosphere down here. Or if you're watching on the stream, of course, welcome. We'll bring you all the action live. Having a look at both these teams, Tree Gully sitting in fourth, 4-4 record. They love the number 4 this season. Fourth on the ladder, 4 wins, 4 losses. Their last game, a 15 points win versus Broadview. West kicking 5, so we'll look out for him. He's top goal scorer of the whole Adelaide Football League, 21 goals so far in the 8 games. Very good effort by him. From Golden Grove's perspective, they are sitting in 9th, so only 2 wins and 6 losses, but coming in, they've had some games that are very close, where they could have gone either way, would have pushed them a bit up the ladder. We have a bit of confidence, or despite losing to Sacred Heart, of course, sitting second on the ladder, they only lost to them by 5 points last time out in round 8. Don't forget both teams, of course, coming off that mid-season bye, and both teams will be fresh and been looking forward to this one for a few weeks now. In terms of some of their key players to look out for, Pittman has been in the best 5 of the 8 rounds. Thatcher 4 of the 8. Slater is definitely one to look at. Their top goal scorer also been in the best. We'll get more into him in a bit. The players are lining up now as we get ready for the first quarter action here at Tree Oval. The action about to start as all the players in their positions. The umpire holds the ball in the air. Great atmosphere here today, and very good occasion for everyone involved. 7 games of footy here with this oval and the oval behind us. So a very big day of footy here at Tree Gully, and now the main event is underway. Immediately going towards the wing is Olsen trying to collect it. The pressure's up high early, and it's going to be a stoppage on the far wing. Handball is out wide now, trying to get the ball through the middle of the ground. Another wrapped up, so a lot of pressure early on in this contest. It's going to be another stoppage here, as a lot of congestion in the middle of the part of the ground. A bit of an arm wrestle early, no team wanting to give away the first clearance, let alone the first goal. Nearly collects it there is Spence, but fumbled out of his hands. Now they do go forward, Tree Gully into the 50. Towards West, he's in front. Free kick play on. The ball out the back now. Looking to get out of there. Wrapped up quickly, wanting to hold the ball, but the ball still going. Through the legs of Olsen now as he tries to get out of danger. Shepherd does well to get the handball away to a player in a better position. And the big soccer kick forward, just clearing possession, clearing space. It's going to be a last possession rule going the way of Tree Gully. Just a big soccer kick towards the wing. Anywhere will do to get it out of the danger zone. Few players calling for up the field. Instead he goes long down the line to a big pack of players. Nice punch from behind by the attacking player. Doesn't let the defender take that intercept mark, and it's going to be over the boundary line for a boundary stoppage. Penny in the ruck for Tree Gully, the captain here. Everyone knows how good he is, one of the premier ruckmans in the competition. On that occasion, a free kick goes the way of Golden Grove, however. Through Pittman. Finding Johnson. Johnson now, nice kick towards the wing. Risky kick, but pinpoint accuracy means they do find a mark now and can go forward in their own respect. Looking for the switch to Dodd. Dodd wider to Shenton. Captain Shenton, as they call him. To Shepherd, who's been involved early. Back to Johnson, who had to work for it, but does get it in the end. Chips it to Dodd, so just a few chipping balls here in the back half of the field. Can't progress as forward as they hoped for, with Tree Gully setting up nicely behind the field, not allowing any free players or any easy kicks. This time Shenton uses his leadership and goes long down the line, over the top of everyone. Can they try and get a touch before it goes out? Not quite. It's going to be another last possession rule going the way of Tree Gully. The Grove Tavern Showdown is what they're calling it. There's also a shield for the winner, so a lot to play for, not just the 2 points here. Of course, Grove Tavern, a pub not far from here, so nice of them to sponsor local footy and sponsor a shield for the winner. The B grade result a bit earlier, 19-68 Golden Grove way, so they'll be hoping for a repeat and a double victory for them, away from home for them, even though it's not too far a drive, this local rivalry ongoing. Nice mark behind the play by Payne. Good defensive marks, saved in inside 50. Again, not too much movement up the field, so has to take his time, assess the options. Just goes to a pack of players. It's going to be punched over for a boundary throw-in. Ball takes the time to come in now. Tap down towards Martin. He's wrapped up immediately, so they're back at it in the rock. Penny with the clearance out the rock. Just a long kick down the line, but nicely done again by Shenton, who uses his body as well just to get the mark in that situation, then go long towards the wing. Unlucky bounce for the player out there on the wing. It was the right idea, but the bounce just took it over his head, and then the pressure comes and the tackles come and the stoppages come. A good arm wrestle early, both teams, not allowing too many inside 50s either way. Looking to get it forward, looking for any clearance they can, looking for a mark down the field to try and progress the attack. Interesting to see Blaze just about 20 metres off his opponent, so almost a bit of a spare man when his opponent's up the field, but in this occasion the ball just finds its way onto the wing and it's a mark right in the pocket. A mark to Cody Tape as he's going to go back and looks like he wants to have a shot from there right on the boundary line, about 35-40 metres out. It's going to take his best, but he has the skills and he has the confidence. Coming in now, looking for the first goal of the game. Tape with a great kick to the goal square. Could he take a mark? He does. He plays on, handballs it wide. Must have been called to play on, no mark paid. So he handballs it wide, and the quick snap just rushed for a first point of the game, or behind going the way of Tree Gully. That was West there taking what he thought was a mark. Umpire called play on, and then from there, under pressure to get the kick away, it just resulted in a behind. But he's very dangerous, as I mentioned, top goal scorer in all of the Adelaide Footy League with 21 goals in 8 games. Latham equal third with 16 goals, and Tyler Martin, 15 goals, equal fourth. So a lot of attacking from those three players. A lot of goals from those three players. Took a while to get the ball from over the net, so they're going to come in now. Golden Grove. No mark down the line. Penny's in there. And it's going to be a stoppage with Penny collecting it off the floor. Very important in modern footy for the ruckman to do all things, not just the tap work, and we do see that from Penny. Backwards to go forwards from Golden Grove towards the wing. Nice intercept mark there by Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst quickly plays on into the 50. High kick, long, big fly, defensive action there, trying to punch it away. Eventually they do find a teammate who gets a mark, a relieving pressure mark, just in the centre square. And now the switch on, going wide on the wing. The chase is on, Shenton does well to collect it. Goes forward now into the 50 for the first time. Just couldn't take a mark over his head, but he gets the ball eventually. Has a shot now from the pocket. Finishes nicely. A point, actually. So everyone thought it went in. Even I did. It went up for a behind in the end, and it's 1 point each as we go into nearly 8.5 minutes played in the first quarter here at Pertaringa Oval. Had the shot from about 35 metres out. He thought it went in, I thought it went in, but just wide, so 1 point apiece. Would have been a very much counter-attacking goal. All the play at Tree Gully's half in this first quarter. The first time really Golden Grove have got into their 50, they had that shot, so something to look out for if that becomes a bit of a pattern. Free kick and a 50 for a bit of a push after the free kick. Going the way of Mitchell Slater. Slater, their top goal scorer with 13 goals, been in their best players 3 of 8 games. Was actually named the best player in Division 6 playing for Salisbury last year. Made the switch over to Div 1 footy and he's loving life here. Gets the goal and goes straight to Penny, who gave away that extra 25 penalty. Not afraid to get in his face and let him know about the mistake he's made. It is the first goal of the game, going the way of Golden Grove, and it is Mitchell Slater with that one. Like I mentioned, he won the best and fairest in Division 6 footy last year in 2023. Playing for Salisbury, was too good for the Division 6, was what his old coach said, listening to the interview this morning, and moved over to Golden Grove in Div 1 and been very, very good since. Gone under the radar, I think, in terms of the overall players in Division 1 footy with how good he's been. His old team, Salisbury, though, undefeated in Division 6, so still doing well even without him. Goes straight in the ruck, does Slater, after that goal, and it's going to be a few repeat stoppages here in the middle of the field. Good atmosphere building here, good weather for Div 1 footy. Beautiful winter's day for footy. Penny gives away another free kick to Slater, so that's 2 now. We'll keep an eye on that one. If it becomes a bit of a pattern, if Slater can get under the skin of Penny, it'll be interesting to see as the captain of Penny. He's one of the best ruckmen in the comp, so if he starts giving away free kicks, getting frustrated, it could be to the detriment of his team. Long down the line now, no mark taken. The ball's still alive. Looking to find a teammate, just turns it over, and now Tree Gully through the middle of the ground, just over Penny's head. Slater's there to collect, so the luck going all the way of that ruck contest to Slater so far. The kick not the best though towards the 50 metres line. Big tackle, no holding the ball paid as Olsen's there to help clean up. Always does the hard yards running, does Olsen, going back to defence to help out. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him pop up for a goal or two as well. Just runs all day, helping out wherever is needed. A true definition of midfielder, helping out all parts of the ground as we go in the middle of the ground now. Through Payne, goes wide to Hable. Hable towards the 50 metres. Big fly, no mark. Looking to get it forward. Bobbles forward now, looking a little bit of trying to find any space they can with a small handball, anything. Big tackle. And a stop is right on the 50-metre line. The kick goes forward, rush forward, no mark taken, the ball's still alive. They're going to have to be clean here, Tree Gully to get out. They are looking for a mark down the field. No mark, but nicely picked up by Hyde, who spins around, gets it forward. Towards the wing, just missing his target. It's going to be a last possession rule to Golden Grove, who can get a repeat inside 50 now. Chip it wide. Payne again getting involved. Could bomb into the 50 now, look for an option, or chip it wide just to buy him more time. Looks like he might be gone for a shot, so had a few different options there. Decided he's going to go for the shot option. It's going to be from outside 50. Instead he does pass it off. Nice lead and nice mark. Smart play there. He was about 50 metres out, so decided to go for a goal, or a bit of a fake going for a goal. Waited for a lead from his teammate in a better position and found the target. And now Templeton will have a shot at goal for the second for Golden Grove, the second for this team, second for this game. Templeton with that kick drifts wide. Couldn't make Tree Gully pay for giving away a mark inside their 50 at this occasion, but well done by Golden Grove. They were probably under pressure for the first 5 minutes, didn't concede a goal, and now having a bit of success in their own right when they do go forward, locking Tree Gully into their own defence. Set up nicely behind the ball, so there's no quick options. They do just go long down the line to a big pack. Over the top, no mark taken. Looking to get a clearance. Robinson is tackled nicely, so it will be a stoppage. They're calling for a loose man with Golden Grove, but couldn't get there quick enough. Asprey finds a mark on the wing. Now they do have a loose man back there, so sorted himself out defensively, so plugs up the hole. They go long towards West, no mark taken. Bit of a soccer kick, a bit of a bicycle kick. Got his leg high up above his head and got the kick away. Boundary throw in. Penny with the tap, looking for his teammate in Mackay. Dribbles towards the boundary line for another boundary stoppage. Another boundary throwing in the same space. That throw was a little bit short, so made the ruckman run a long way, so it just dribbled over for another stoppage. This one's a bit better as Penny tries to look for his teammate. Instead it's stolen by the other ruckman. Down the wing now. Gets a nice mark. Is Patterson, who plays on quickly but wasn't given enough room for his kick, so it's going to be a 25-metre penalty coming the way of Patterson. Took the mark, went back to try and get the kick away fast, and but wasn't called to play on, and the player in the mark encroached a bit too close. And now Patterson lining up. Could be a shot, could be a pass off. He goes for the kick, long kick. Straight through the middle. Beautifully done kick there by Patterson. About 55-60 metres out, say, and he had the confidence the whole time. Didn't even look for anyone else. Went back and nailed it. Second goal of the game for Golden Grove, and taking an early lead here in the first quarter away from home. 16 minutes played. And that will be, dare I say, probably one of the goals of the week. Very nicely done. Went back from about 55-60, just didn't even look for anyone else. And a much impressive goal there to Wyatt Patterson. Back in the middle, Penny looks for the clearance. Nice smother, not letting the ball progress forward. Doing the little defensive stuff very well, Golden Grove. They do eventually go forward, and had his eyes on the ball, was a defender the whole way through. Took the mark in front of the attacking player. Then sells the candy to go around his teammate. Onto the wing now. Is Habel. Inside. Running too far, said the umpire. Tried to get around one, got around the second, but no bounces. The umpire said, bring it back, and it'll be a free kick on the way of Mitch Napper. Napa looking into the forward line. High kick. Good luck sitting under that one. Asprey flies, just couldn't take the mark. Play on. Looking to get the snap away now. Has the kick. Is Redden, but again, just wide. Probably had a little bit more time than he knew. Had the time to settle, but instead just quickly onto the boot. Another behind now, going the way of the Gullies. It does make it 2 behinds, so 2 points in total plays, 2 goals, 2, 14. Dangerous kick in though, and it could be a turnover here for Tree Gully. They quickly jump on top of it, but wrapped up nicely, so just stopping them progressing. Tape was the one who picked it up, but got wrapped up. A lot of congestion here. It's going to be a repeat stoppage just outside the 50 for Tree Gully. They want to get a goal before the quarter finishes. Just can't get any clearances going this Tree Gully. Every clearance they've got's messy, but here comes one from Olsen. Long kick into the 50. Can they find a mark? No mark, and the bounce just dribbles out for a boundary throw in a very dangerous area. Just to the right of the post for your boundary throw in. They'll look to try and get their goal sneaks around this one. Look for any quick kick they can at goal. Home ground advantage, they know where the goals are, but just need to find the ball in a little bit of space. The clearance comes from the defence, however. Looking for a mark down the field. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Patterson. Pushed up high up the ground, took a nice mark, or a free kick, nearly a mark. And now Patterson will look to progress the ball forward. 2-on-2 down the field, play on. Olsen is there. Tries to get around the player, goes backwards to go forward towards Penny. Penny chips it towards the middle of the field. There's 2 people there, gets around one and then handballs it to running teammates now who went back to help. Into the 50, over the top. No mark, nice mark actually. No mark to the attacker, but over the top was nicely taken by Thatcher, who collects it nicely and just relieves the pressure. Again, not too much time left in this quarter, so any nice defence action you can get now is keen. About 20 minutes played, so still a bit of time. In the back pocket now, down the wing is finding Patterson again. Spare man behind the ball for Tree Gully to stop that quick kick down the line, which has been helping Golden Grove all game, but they do go there eventually. It's just a big pack of players. Just couldn't take the mark, just off his chest was Blades. And through the middle is now Robinson. Robinson steps around one and now chips it forward. Just a bit too short for his running teammate, so as soon as the ball hits the ground, we've seen the pressure is very high. And again, no mark means a big tackles, and big tackles means a stoppage. No, a free kick for tripping. Free kick for tripping there. Wide to Penny, who's helping out defence for the last few minutes. Going forward now. No mark taken, didn't kick to anyone in particular, so it's just into the danger, into the mix of people there, into the dangerous areas. And again, Golden Grove with a good defence, just a rebound out of there. Finding the possession, finding the ball in defence, and just kicking it long to relieve the pressure. Does go out for a last possession rule, so it will be in Tree Gully's hand, but again, just kicking it long to space, using up the seconds in this quarter and getting it away from it, the 50 metres of Tree Gully. But nice mark there. Spins around quickly into the forward line. West is there again. About almost a 2-on-1 there, but no mark taken. Looking to get the ball away is Golden Grove now, chipping it towards the wing. They've used the wing, the chipping kick on the wing a lot and very effectively in this first quarter, really finding those relieving marks, just killing the momentum of Tree Gully if they had any. Patterson again going forward now, but nicely marked in front is Adam Machota. Goes wide to Tape, I believe. A bit of mud on his back, going to be hard to read his number, but I believe that is Tape. But nicely intercepted by Payne. And A few whistles blowing here, so just seeing it's going to be a Tree Gully's ball with a mark, I believe. Goes forward now. Mark just on the 50-metre line by Tree Gully, who chip it forward now towards the bit closer to goal. Again, a bit of a 2-on-1 situation there in defence. Nicely outnumbered there by the defenders, who just find that mark again. And the defence have really been very good so far in this game for Golden Grove. Stoppage now inside the 50 metres for Tree Gully. They're still searching for their first goal of the game.
No one will try harder than me, mate.
A lot of congestion, about I'd say 85% of the players in this centre, in this forward 50 now. Taps backwards by the Tree Gully player to one of his teammates just outside the 50, so a bit of a risky play there, didn't quite pay off. They're set up nicely though behind the ball, finding tape, and now Penny with a big kick forward, but again looking for a mark inside 50. He does eventually. Had a few shots, a few kicks like that, Penny. This time he does find a teammate in Brodie Latham. Latham, 16 goals this season, equal third in the whole competition, as well as being in the best players 4 out of 8 times, so a very crucial player for them. Knows how to find the goals. 3 goals lost, not last week because we had the bye the week before in round 8. Latham comes in now. Oh, missing everything maybe. Missing everything. It goes way to left. It's going to be a stoppage situation because it didn't even land outside, so not down the full. They do get a stoppage in a very dangerous position, but Latham will still be kicking himself with not being able to convert that one for the first goal for Tree Gully. Handballing it now, trying to get it forward, but again Golden Grove do well to get their hands on it in a defensive sense and get the ball out of there. A rush kick forward into 50. Can they find a mark? No mark taken again, and the Golden Grove get the numbers and really try and kill off this ball. They do eventually. 24.5 minutes in this first quarter. Couldn't be too much left, you reckon, as not too many goals have occurred, so won't be that much time on. Few different stoppages inside. Oh, it's going to be a free kick actually. Bit of a dumping tackle, I believe, said the umpire, so he was calling for a bit of a stoppage. Changed his mind, I believe, but it's going to be a kick now to Tree Gully. Might be after the siren, we'll see. I believe that's Robinson with the ball, so about 35, 40 metres out. Not too much of an angle. Robinson, always a very handy player for Tree Gully. One of those players is probably the first person on the list. And here he is for the shot after the siren, Robinson. Coming in now. Behind again, so they're going to really regret missing those last 2 at the end. Are the Gullies. They've probably had the better of the last 5 minutes, but Golden Grove's defence have been good, and the shots that Tree Gully did get, they could not convert. It's going to be 0 goals, 3, so 3 behinds, plays 2-2-14 in the first quarter here at Potteringa Oval. Interesting game of footy on our hands. We'll be back after this short break with the second quarter for filming footy. Wow.
Now, hang on, give me a minute.
Good. Welcome back to today's action here. Round 9 in the Adelaide Footy League. Tree Gully and Golden Grove. The Kookaburras, Golden Grove off to a very good start. 2 goals to 14 away from home plays. 0 goals, 3. 2 shots late for Tree Gully there to get themselves in the goal scoring category, but missed both of them, one after the siren. So it's going to be a reset here with the lead going to the visitors. Everyone's in position, just waiting until the umpires are all ready and everyone is off the field. Of course, local footy, you've got to love it with all the kids and everyone going on, the fans listening to the coaches huddle. 7 games of footy here today, as I mentioned. There's 2 ovals here at Tree Gully. At the Pertaringa Oval we have men's A, B, C's and D's, and as well as using the Volcano Oval we have women's A's and B's, inclusive men's on the Pertaringa Oval as well after this one. So both ovals full from morning to night here as we are underway for the second quarter here. Some of the best in that first quarter, I'll give it to Golden Grove, was Wyatt Patterson was good, Thatcher in defence as well as Pittman and a few others, but their defence in general held up very well. Even in the last 5 minutes they were under pressure and they did let away a few shots, but still held up nicely and only gave them those shots after the siren and one from wide. Tree Gully now going to the left of the screen through Olsen in the middle. Chips at wide, nicely taken by Bredden. Into the 50, Latham. It's a bit far from the goals, but no other options forward, so he's going to go back and have a shot. Latham, I hyped him up earlier, saying he's equal third in the goal kicking, being the best place 4 of the 8. He did miss on that occasion. Let's see if he can make the most of it now. Right in front of the scoreboard there, they'll want to make that one tick over. Brody Latham now kicks it nicely over the umpire's head. It is a goal. This time around the hype was worth it, and Latham with his first of the game, giving also Tree Gully their first. A quick goal here early in the second quarter as Tree Gully look to try and get back into this one. They do get the quick goal. 1 goal, 3, plays 2-2 now. There was a few stoppages again in the middle, so didn't immediately get the clearance, but then when they did find that clearance, find that room through Olsen running through the middle, out wide was Bredden just outside the 50, and then a nice little kick inside forward 50 for Latham to have that shot a goal. Nice tapped over by Slater now in the ruck, looking to get his own clearance as well. The ball progresses forward and eventually is going to be wrapped up for a stoppage just outside the muddy part of the area. Maybe they pushed it wide on purpose so when the tackles come they don't even get muddy. Nah, you can see a lot of the players are already muddy. They're not afraid to get dirty. Footy's a winter game overall. They do go wide again now to Bredden. We'll see if that pattern continues as well. That could have been 2 marks in 2 minutes on the wing. They do get a free kick, however, this time. To Olsen this time, so I think it might have been holding the ball, but Olsen does get the free kick right on the wing. Takes his time to assess his options, goes long towards west, punched over by the defence, looking for a bit of room to get a snap away. Again, under pressure, the Golden Grove defence finds a way to calmly get out of there, finding the chip kick to find the relieving mark. They've done that so many times already this game. The long kick over the head of Penny just misread the flight of the ball, went a bit underneath it, could have stayed back and took an easy mark, but because of that, Golden Grove go inside 50, finds a mark, spins around quickly trying to find someone who's in a better position. They get the handball, smothered, looking to get a snap away, but nice smothered, turns it over, and now down the field towards Latham. Was definitely outsized there, but used his body well, read the play well, finding a mark and finding Robinson with a kick to switch from one end to the other, and a big punch. Goal-saving punch coming from the defender there. They've done the little defensive things right, Golden Grove, all game, and it continues it on that occasion with a nice punch over the top. Slater takes the ball out the ruck, gets wrapped up for holding the ball, so a bit unlucky in my eyes there, because he took the ball out the ruck, didn't really have too much prior after he collected it and landed, but was caught for holding the ball. And now through Jack Asprey, one of the vice captains for Tree Gully, having a shot at goal. Going to have to kick it from about 50. Coming in now, the kick never looked like going in straight off the boot. Just makes the distance to go for a behind, so probably would have been a better option there to pass it off or look for a player in a better position, because it was always going to be a tough kick, and proved why. As soon as it went off his boot, you could tell it was going to miss. Now Golden Grove towards the wing. Wrapped up immediately. Stoppage now as they look to get it away from there. Nicely done by Golden Grove. Handballs it to its running teammate. Runs to the edge of the 50. Chips it forward. The defender in front, though, keeps his front position, was Machota, who just takes that mark in the last line defence. As they chip it forward now, Robinson looking to counter-attack. Towards Asprey, towards Penny, who uses his strength and takes the mark in front of Johnson. Penny, high kick. No mark, as it was way too high for anyone to get under that, but Tree Gully did well to put pressure on the kick, but again Golden Grove finding a mark, finding the relieving pressure. Johnson on the wing has a running teammate in Glenn, who collects it nicely. Gets around one, gets around two. Long forward, and nice mark as well. Golden Grove, as soon as they get that little bit of confidence, a little bit of run on the wing, love to use the wings, and finding free players on the wing really is a very, very easy route towards goal for them. They love using that option, and on that occasion Glenn had to do some fancy footwork, get around one, kicks it as he shrugs off a tackle and kicks it forwards to get this potential assist, as Golden Grove have a shot on goal now. Through Patterson. Patterson already has one. Lining up for his second about 25-30 metres out, straight in front. Kicks it nicely, and it is another goal for him, another goal for Golden Grove. Three 2:20 plays 1-4-10, a 10-point lead here. About 7 minutes played as we are into the second quarter. Thanks to Dartfish for sponsoring today's stream. Of course, Dartfish, where you can find all the stats and for your own teams. You know, go on there, look at the inside 50s, look at the marks, look at the tackles. Really see where the game was won. The players are ready to go, just waiting for the ball again as it went over the top of the net. But a good little rester for all of them. And Tree Gully, they thought they found a way towards goal. They had a bit of momentum, but Golden Grove countering back, getting that one back quickly. And a second for Patterson really puts him in the running for those Archie's thongs for the best player. Kick forward by Tree Gully, through a few peoples there, looking to find a little bit of room to kick it forward. Golden Grove there to sweep up, to collect the ball off the ground, to find the kick away. Nicely taken mark on the wing. Was thinking about playing on, changed his mind, goes back and kicks it to a teammate going forward now. Big kick over the top of everyone. No mark taken, the ball bobbling around, and it's going to be rushed for a boundary throw. And I thought it could have been a last possession rule because he just tapped it over, but was under enough pressure, said the umpire. So it will be a boundary throw in a very dangerous position, deep inside Golden Grove's forward line. Again, a high percentage of the players in this area of the field looking for a soccer kick was Cavallaro, but no luck as they now go backwards to go forwards. Chips it wide. Play on, not 15, says the umpire. They go for a big kick round the back. Just couldn't make the distance from that snap. It's going to be tackled over. Tackled for the ball going the way of Tree Gully. I don't know if it was a free kick or a mark, but that's what they decided, and it's going to go long now, getting away from the end zone. West is there, long way from home. Olsen always in the danger zone. Big tackle there, a bit of a rough tackle, but legal, said the umpire, so it's going to be a stoppage near the boundary line on the 50-metre line for Golden Grove's attack. Penny with a tap, the clearance coming now through Tree Gully, who go wide. Olsen is there again using his pace. Just couldn't collect it as it goes over for a boundary throw-in. A few stoppages in the forward line, in the wing for Golden Grove as they look to try and get the ball through the big sticks again. Done well there to Johnson, who goes forward. Nice mark as well. Johnson and Glenn involved in that play as they progress the ball forward, finding a mark inside the 50. It's going to be Golden Grove having a shot at goal again. Again, about 30 metres out, bit of an angle this time. No mistake, goes back and kicks it. And a very, very lovely goal there, and a second goal in a row for Golden Grove. They'll love that one. Just trying to see who that player was once he turns around, but well done by him, and more importantly, well done for the whole Golden Grove team. It is a team sport, and a goal to Golden Grove is the main thing. Number 16, so that was Mitchell Slater with his second. So 4 goals for Golden Grove, 2 coming to Patterson, 2 coming to Slater, and extending his lead in terms of the top goal kickers for his club to 15 for the season, including this game. And Golden Grove, when they get that run in, when they get a kick inside the 50 without too much pressure on them, finding the targets, finding an avenue to goal. Big tackle as well. Everything going right for Golden Grove in the last few minutes. Tree Gully looked to get the clearance, but nicely tackled, fairly tackled to get the hold on the ball for a kick. The kick not as good as the tackle, however, as they look to go forward. But they do find a way forward. Scrapping the way forward over the top of everyone. Glenn is on the last line of defence, just couldn't take a mark. Pressure coming from Machota. It's going to be a kick in here. They'll only add 1 to their score. Long kick, nicely taken mark by Tape, I believe. On the forward side of the wing now, another nice mark taken. So Tree Gully getting a few marks in a row. They haven't really been able to do too much of that so far in this match, so it's good to see for them to get some marks. Go long now towards West, no mark taken, the ball in a dangerous position. Robinson with a snap. Nicely finished there by Robinson. Had that shot off the siren earlier, which he missed, but on that occasion made up for it. Long kick down the line, couldn't get the mark, was one of their full forward, but in a dangerous position, swept up nicely there by the Rover and snapped for a goal. A quick return there, and you see what happens when Tree Gully get a few marks in a row on the wing. They took a mark in the defensive half and the forward half of the wing. Dangerous kick to a dangerous position, and even though they couldn't get a mark taken, they still do very well to find a way to get that snapper goal by Robinson. Bringing the margin down slightly. Big crowd here, home and away crowd, as of course, as I mentioned, local rivals here. Golden Grove, Tree Gully not too far apart, probably a 5-10 minute drive, so really good to see fans from both teams here to support their boys and support the game. They go forward now, Golden Grove, looking for a mark. Machota does well to just get a hand to it. The quick kick forward, though, however, is rushed and nicely taken by the intercept defender. Forward by Hable. No mark, but Golden Grove have numbers. Can they try and find a little bit of room here to get a kick away or find a mark inside 50? Big tackles flying. It's going to be a stoppage. Very similar spot to where Slater just scored his goal earlier. About 35 metres out, bit of an angle. Any stoppage inside the 50 in the modern game is always a dangerous place, a dangerous time. Repeat stoppage now. Very congested, right on the 50-metre line now. They do get the kick away, Golden Grove, high up in the air. Can they find a mark? A few players fly, no mark taken, the ball still in dispute. Again, bodies flying everywhere, just trying to not let the ball get out of there. From a defensive point of view, trying to not let any quick kick away. From an attacking point of view, not wanting the defence to get out of there. The quick kick from Tree Gully though forward. Again, set up nicely behind the ball. Golden Grove repeat inside 50. Into the pocket. No mark, but they've got numbers. Trying to get his hands free to get a handball away, but tackled nicely. Another stoppage this time. 20 metres out, straight in front. So we went from 35 metres to the 50-metre line, back to 25 metres out. Panic stations here for Tree Gully as they use the pace of Olsen just to find a little bit of room to get the clearance. Kicks it towards the wing, no one in particular, but they've got a few people there to help out. Some quick handballs from Napa and finding his vice-captain in Martin. Towards West now. Just couldn't take the mark, but play on. Right on the edge of the boundary line. Tackled over. The Golden Grove bench wanting to hold the ball, and it is paid despite getting tackled over the boundary line. It was enough for the tackle, was inside for the umpire to pay it. West not too happy with that, about that, just asking the question, tries, doesn't want to give away 50 or 25 metres I should say, so free kick down the line, in the back on the way of Golden Grove. Just a little bit less disciplined Tree Gully in this match, giving away free kicks and a 25-metre penalty we saw as well. Hazelhurst is there, gets pushed over the boundary line, just over the boundary line though, so nothing doing. It's going to be a boundary throw in. Outside the 50, boundary throw in this time. Penny doing the majority of the ruckman, but ruck work. Golden Grove switching between a few of them. But again, nicely set up behind the ball is Golden Grove. Tree Gully get the ball from a turnover. Trying to progress forward, just not clean enough, and fumbles it over for a boundary throw in. So just seeing that little 1% cleaner from Golden Grove really in the crucial times making a big difference. If they were just a little bit more cleaner, grabbed the ball without fumbling as much, they could have gone forward in that occasion, had a shot goal potentially. West in the ruck helping out, just as I mentioned where Penny's been in the ruck the whole time, they switch it on me. The umpire will get it and have a throw now inside the 50 metres for Tree Gully's attack this time. Seen a lot of stoppage on the other side. Can Tree Gully do anything with a stoppage on their own side this time? Running through the pack, trying to make something happen, but wrapped up quickly. A throw now going the way of Tree Gully. So from that stoppage, looked a bit messy, looking to get away from that area. They do give away a free kick. He's going to line up for a shot, but it's going to be a big one from about 45-50 metres out. Tree Gully looking for their third. Coming in now with a bit of a gallop. Big kick. Makes the distance easily, but goes too wide, so had to compensate a little bit for the distance. with the accuracy. I believe that was James White with that kick. So is it behind going the way of Tree Gully? Nearly 20 minutes played, I'd say, with Golden Grove trying not to concede too many in this quarter. Back to 10 points the margin.
That's Lincoln. Lincoln literally told me to read that. I'm not even.
Robinson with the handball.
Lincoln literally cannot go.
Into the forward line. Over the top, no mark. Looking to get the ball, looking to get a kick away. And a big tackle, holding the ball. Golden Grove with those crucial tackles in the dangerous positions just to keep the ball from the dangerous hands of the Golden Grove attackers. I mentioned how they've got 3 people in the top goal scorers, West, Latham and Martin. Only Latham scored so far, so really kept the other 2 quiet so far in terms of a goal scoring point of view. And once again, as soon as they go forward, they do well, Golden Grove, just to stop any attack, take a big tackle, do those little 1%ers in defence just to get in marks and get these uncontested marks, or even sometimes contested, just to relieve the pressure. Up the field now is Golden Grove. Down the wing. Looking for anything they can do here just to get a forward. Tree Gully with a quick hook forward though. Over the top of everyone, might catch the defence off by surprise, but no, this Golden Grove defence is solid and they know each other well. Good chemistry in defence. Finds Blades. Even that kick there from Tree Gully was just a rush kick forward. It was basically a one-on-one with West, but quickly got the numbers back. Did well just to find a little bit of room, to find a mark again, to relieve the pressure. The defence have held up really well so far, with nearly a half of footy played here at Pertering Grove. Of course, they are the away team, as I mentioned, and really done well to quieten the crowd. There is a big crowd, both home and away here, but of course the home crowd is probably bigger numbers and really quiet them down a lot. Tapped wide by Penny, quick kick forward by Tape, and now Breton has the ball. Again trying to kick it to the pocket, good running, takes the mark. I do not believe he meant to kick it in that direction. He was kind of looking to get it in a different, he was trying to kick it into the middle of the field, but although the kick went wide, good work there to get the kick away, to get Latham in the pocket, who finishes it nicely as well. Latham with the goal, had the ball in a very dangerous position after his a very difficult position, I should say, after his hard running with the missed kick from Breton, but still found a diving mark right on the boundary line. Went back confidently, was Latham, and went back and snapped it. You could see the crowd behind him, the teammates getting all around him. They know how that important that goal could be. As the crowd just start to get back into it, start to see after that fantastic goal. One of the goals of the game for sure. I know I said that about the goal earlier for Golden Grove, but that was very, very good as well. In the pocket, snapped around his body, bringing the margin down to 4 points. As half-time approaches, that was a very important goal. Tree Gully probably don't want to concede anymore after getting a little bit of momentum, getting those 2 goals in a row. Not wanting to concede momentum, so not wanting to concede a goal for that to occur. Big kick forward by Hyde. Marked in front, Brogden. Chips it forward towards West, looks for the one-hander. His other hand may have been held but play on. The defence under pressure now, but we know how good they have been, the defence of Golden Grove. Latham looking for another miraculous goal, but smothered over the line. Smothered over the boundary line, I should say. So it will be a stoppage in Tree Gully's forward line. They want to make the most of this. The ball coming in now. West with the ruck work, punches it away, looking for a bit of room for a snap. and tackled nicely by Golden Grove to go over holding the ball. So once again, as soon as they've been under pressure, they find ways just to not let Tree Gully progress. There's been about 3 tackles I can name in the defensive half of the ground that have just cost Tree Gully the momentum, cost Tree Gully the ball. This time, however, Tree Gully do get the free kick. Long high kick, big fly from the back, beautifully marked. Good specky there and very nicely marked. In defence. As Golden Grove look now to get it out of the danger zone, but Tree Gully are really putting the pressure on in the last few minutes. Kicks it forward 1-on-1, the only player really in the front 50. As Golden Grove progress now forward. Hazelhurst is there in front, but no mark taken. Does well with his second efforts to collect the ball. Loves to run and carry. 1-2 with his teammate. Back out wide towards Hyde. Hyde finds Asprey in the middle of the ground. Nice kick wide to Martin. Martin, 2 vice captains there, connecting. Long kick on a 2-on-1 situation for Golden Grove. Just couldn't take the mark. Tackled into the ground. Another stoppage going the way of Tree Gully inside their forward 50.
You have to do it for like 1 month and then you have to do it for like another day before you start.
And there's the siren. Half time here at Pertaringo Oval, round 9 action. Bit of a local derby here as the two battle it out, and we have a very good game on our hands. Very interesting game. 4 points to different half time. 3 goals 5, 23 to 4-3, 27. 2 goals to Latham, 1 to Robinson for Tree Gully, and as for Golden Grove, 2 goals for Patterson, 2 goals for Slater. Some dangerous players for both teams there with some multiple goal kickers. We'll come back after the half-time break with a bit of action and all the action here for Filming Full and for Sportal. We'll be back with after these messages.
What is that? Oh, that's fucking tea. If that's it, that's the whole liquor. Lick it, find out.
be thinking, you know what, if you both still play, we can play. He's still racing. I remember that. I played the exact. Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Sorry, what's wrong? I was going to say, the rolls are necessary. I must have rolled with a bit of bacon in there. I was looking for you over there. I was, but I got caught. Yeah, you can't get through the grove. Yeah, the grove train, hey. Yeah, they got caught talking about playing intro. We were talking about an FGO. Yeah, Friday night. Friday night FGO. I don't know, just ourselves. He's still, I've seen you having a kick. I've seen we're playing it. Yeah? We played a lot. We played a lot. Obviously, and I've had people see it last. I think we're going to see it. Oh, really? Really? I sort of play. Yeah. Very good travelling goal. We got UK. Yeah, he can play. Yeah, but if we walk. I'm sorry. What? We went to see the yeah, I'll play a couple more. Trinity's got his around. Dave just said we're bumping into Dave for it. Oh, yeah, you got running halfway. Yeah. Definitely coming forward. Yeah. Bumper and Dave. It did, but they couldn't. Yeah, that's right. That's how we can. Yeah, run exercise there. You've got to pull out the shoulder, pull out the knee. Maybe you'll see red light. It's one of those lights in Brisbane's just I didn't realise how crazy it is. Roads aren't called that. Well, I was just finished work early, doing the green light. So, so I was like, pretty much just on it. I've got a bloody on this stuff. I don't want to keep up with it. Before I was crashing, I feel you don't know really the expense of the factors never the same like growing up and now it's like a double-edged sword. So yeah, had to forcefully retire. Well, I had to, because I know like the Dolphins here aren't through what needs to be done. So I went out and went through Joe Rogan I just got sent through all of my MRIs, everything on my injuries. They've approved me up to like 26k US dollars, close to 50 grand. Like 80 ounces is awesome. They don't even reimburse me for my meds. My meds are now like 200 and breaking the law. Yeah. He's alive. So they've done, it took me 8 months to get all they've done is like a steroid injection facet joints, and it gave me like instant relief. But after a month, it just disappeared, and it took up to 4 weeks. So I had that surgery. I think it was like. So I've been fucked ever since. So the hardest part is telehealth once a week from Tuesday. Every time I wake up, sorry, so I haven't changed my doctor because instead of going out, so I'm on the scene. Right now, like, I actually can't go without it. Does go to the so like, he gave me like 3 minutes.
Sorry? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tree Gully, right? Did you go to the toilet?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was worried you didn't make it or something.
No, it's good.
It's just been...
As soon as I run out,
Yeah.
go and run out.
I'll look it in and I'll give you a thumbs up.
I'm getting
thought I was going to lose
Yeah.
Any ranking?
Hello and welcome back to today's stream. It's a very special event here down at Tree Gully for the Tree Gully versus Golden Grove game. Of course, two rivals versus each other for the first time in a while. They had the goal to fill the hill, and it's definitely full, I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of buzz around, people everywhere, lines for the food and drinks. Love to see this at the local footy. Merch stand behind us, been busy all day as well to get their Tree Gully merch, being a home game, but very good event overall, and we have a very good game of football on our hands as well. Both teams showing patches of why they're up there as dangerous teams in the competition, despite Golden Grove being ninth on the ladder. You might think it's a long way away for them, but really this ladder being so evenly matched all around the Adelaide Footy League, as well as having a few losses to teams well above them, only just. So, like, for example, last week only losing to 5 points, by 5 points to Shock, who are sitting in second. A very good effort from them all around on that day. And again, today they've shown why and how they can beat the big teams. Very solid defence in the first half. Didn't let Tree Gully have that running and gunning and that fast attacking style they like to do. Anytime they have opportunity in defence to stop Tree Gully, they have, in terms of marks or even big tackles. So nicely done by them. But credit Tree Gully, they found a way to get back into this one, kicked the last two goals. One really nice goal on the boundary line through Latham, another one through Robertson. So they are getting a few big goals just to get back into this one. If they can get those easy goals, which they haven't really had a chance to do so far, they definitely go a long way of getting back into this one and even hitting the front. The players getting their positions. Interesting, Tree Gully were out of the change rooms probably 3-4 minutes earlier than Golden Grove, that much, just warming up a bit longer. So they might be a little bit more warmed up, or even just had enough of the talking, want to go back out there and show their worth. Everyone getting in positions for this first period of the third quarter. Very big quarter coming up, the premiership quarter, for a reason. Which team can assert their dominance and get well on top, or if they can in general. Underway now for the third quarter. Big tap by Penny right in the muddy patch and tackled down for a repeat stoppage. So we've seen that a few times, but both teams really not giving away too much in the middle of the ground, not wanting to lose the midfield battle. Very good arm wrestle so far. Underway now as we look to go forward with Tree Gully, but nice handballing by Golden Grove to get out of there. Nice punch from defence, from the behind the play there to keep the ball alive. And again in the middle of the ground now in the centre square, bit of an arm wrestle as we look just to get a bit of feeling out process early in this third. Bit of an arm wrestle. Interesting how West, despite being a top goal scorer of Adelaide Footy League, kept quiet so far. Here we go, Golden Grove now looking, handball over the top, running into the goal square. Goal coming the way of Glenn. Nicely taking goal. Glenn's been good all game. Gets rewarded for his effort as well. Really quick play there, even caught me a bit off guard with how quickly they just handballed it through the middle of the ground. Found the players free, over the top of the defence, a looping handball to the path of Glenn, who just strolls into the goal square and finishes it nicely for the first goal of the third quarter. Back in the middle now, looking to get the ball away. Clearance coming from Golden Grove. Over the top punch, but goes backwards with the punch. Trying to pick it up nicely off the ground. is Lim.
I have not won.
Lim tackled nicely. It's going to be a free kick though, however, so a free kick for holding the ball. Spence with that big tackle. Goes through the guts, straight through the middle of the ground. Risky kick, and it was risky in the end with a turnover to Blades. Blades plays on quickly. Nicely marked by Hable. Or was that Templeton, I should say. Templeton out wide. Goes very wide. Instead of going into the forward 50 directly, just a little bit wide. They do get a mark on the edge of the 50-metre line, where the 50-metre line meets the boundary. So very tight angle and very deep. He's going to take his best, but he looks confident. Goes back for a long run up. Last time they were here, they took a bit of a fake run up and then passed it to a player on the lead. Will he do the same or have a shot? He does decide to shoot. Long kick just across the face. It's going to be a behind, but good effort in the end. Golden Grove quick kick into the wing. Asprey's there, has to be good. Shenton does well to get front position and punch behind him. Was Asprey, who keeps the ball alive for Robinson with a nice chip kick. Goes forward now. Over the top, one-on-one situation, deep in the pocket. Couldn't quite get a mark, but done well just to keep the possession alive. Trying to get a kick away. And gets pushed in the back, I believe. So it's going to be a free kick to Latham in the pocket. Latham just held a bit without the ball, so it's going to be a free kick for him. Very deep in the pocket, like I mentioned, but for Latham, it does not matter too much. He's really, he loves this kind of opportunity. We saw a goal earlier from him, which was right on the boundary line. Has a shot this time. He likes it. The umpire likes it, and it is another goal for him from the pocket. Very nicely done by Latham there, giving it to him in a difficult position. They do love to do that, and they're not afraid to do that as they know that he could finish. And Latham with 2 boundary line goals in this match, 2 boundary line snaps to just put Tree Gully into the lead for the first time. Was just not quite in the lead, sorry, just 1 goal the difference. I thought they had not updated the scoreboard yet, so just 1 goal off after getting that goal. Five points the margin, so less than 1 goal. Shenton, nice done again in defence, takes a nice mark. He's been good all game, keeping the ball and keeping the ball away from the dangerous players in defence. The captain for this Golden Grove outfit plays on quickly into the 50 now. No mark taken. Tree Gully try and clear it. Bumped as he cleared it fairly though, but Hazelhurst with a nice mark. Eventually gets a bit in trouble when he tries to play on, but he's got the skills and the speed to just find a little bit of room to get the handball away. His teammate doesn't give him the 1-2 cleanly enough. It's going to be a stoppage now.
Or not, I remember. Yep.
Tapped wide, looking to get it forward to Golden Grove. Does well to get the ball through some good body work to a leading player. Nice mark. Nice mark by Wyatt Patterson. Already has 2, definitely knows how to get the goals. He's kicked this from about 35 out. Quite a tight angle, but if I believe he's a right footer, so a good angle for a right footer, at least being on the left side of the goal. Again, just when Golden Grove get the ball, harassing a turnover, finding the leading player, having these shots of goals, finding the goals just like that. Patterson with his 3rd, and nice goal for Golden Grove, just to extend their lead a little bit away from that 1 goal margin. Very nicely done by him, and Golden Grove just a little bit cleaner in terms of harassing the ball, harassing the opposition to give up the ball. So when the ball hits the deck, just finding ways to get the turnovers, and when they do get the turnovers, hitting the targets up forward. Teacher Gully's goals have come from as far as I can remember. I believe all their goals have been from either running plays or snaps from the edge of the box. They've missed a few when it's just straight up in front, and that becomes a big issue when it's nice to get those goals with the snaps, but you really need to get those goals from different angles. Last possession rule to Teacher Gully, and giving away the 25 does Declan Tomney. Zach McKay. Dangerous kick, chips it inside the play and gives it away, and now the ball going in the opposite direction. Slater tackled nicely, gets pinged on the ball, so very much Zach McKay will be thankful for that. Chips it sideways and gets intercepted. The counter attack was on, and then just thankfully they just got the ball back with a holding the ball free kick. McKay will be very thankful to his teammates for getting that one back, because very bad kick by him to give it away in such a dangerous area. Nice mark in the middle of the ground by Asprey, but they couldn't do anything with it. Trying to go sideways, ends up going backwards out of necessity. Through Spence, he gets around the player on the mark, goes forward in his respect. Latham with the mark. Come on, Brody! McKay on the overlap. Latham a long way from goals where he likes to be, but still a dangerous play with this kick. Looking for a big mark inside 50, punch behind him. Trying to get out of there. Nice handballing by Xanthopoulos. And a bit of a 1-2 as they get it out of there. Teacher Gully trying to get the ball back now on the edge of the 50. It's going to be a stoppage. West in the ruck, taps it down, looking for a little bit of room, but again a repeat stoppage here.
Tell Jack Mitchell, Jaden and Levi to shut up.
Now the ball comes through McKay, handballs it wide, looking for a dribble kick through. The goalkeeper's there to stop it, and he rushes it behind for a point. McKay trying to make up for his earlier effort, just done really well there, using his pace, finding a bit of room for the player on to snap it through, or dribble it through I should say, but the last man in defence gets it through for Rush behind. And now again just running and missing the handball. Golden Grove in defence, very unusual for them to do that in defence for this game. And now Teacher Gully looking for a little bit of room to get a snap away. They go back, McKay's getting involved again. Kicks it to a danger zone. Looking for a mark over the top. No mark taken. Latham and plays on and kicks the goal is Olsen. McKay with the kick to the danger zone. Latham couldn't take the mark, but coming from the midfield to help out was Olsen. I mentioned it earlier in the game how he helps out in defence and in forward, runs around the whole field, and I said he won't be surprised if he pops up for a goal later on. He just does just that. Kicking a much-needed goal for the Gullies, bringing the margin down, and a very well-worked goal by Teacher Gully, and a rare fumble from Golden Grove in defence as they tried to get out of there with a few handballs, a few stringed handballs, but no luck. So it's going to be that causes the turnover. And like I said, very rare from Golden Grove to do that. They've been very clean so far in terms of in defence, just doing those little things right. Free kick on the way, Glenn, I believe now. Going forward. Olsen is there again, but couldn't get possession. Asprey does well. Is tackled. The ball's still alive. On the deck now. And it's going to be another stoppage, so just outside the forward 50. McKay's getting involved again. He's been getting a lot of touches in this third quarter, despite one of them being a mistake. He's done well to do well from it. Finally, they're forward finding West. West now spins around a bit too far from home, so needs another pass. Just couldn't find a mark. A bit of a 2-on-1 situation there, as Tree Gully looks to get the ball away. It's going to be a free kick. A free kick to Hyde, who plays on quickly with his left. Long kick, just misses, so never really was on target actually, just kept going wider and wider, and it will be a behind to Tree Gully. They're 7th behind for the game, so need to maybe find the goals a little bit better in terms of when they do attack, just finding those kicks. But like I said, I don't think I can remember one set shot goal from Tree Gully, so if they can get a few set shot goals, it will go a long way of getting back to the lead. It's good to get goals from different situations, but sometimes the most basic way to get a goal is just from a kick, mark, goal, and they haven't really done that yet. So that could come back to bite them, because the chances they've ever had, they've missed in that situation. Forward by Glenn. Finds his teammate in Templeton. Templeton spins around. Into the 50 now. One-on-one situation. Nice mark in front. Long high kick. Kept his positioning nice. Kept the defender behind him, and when you do that, that's half the battle. Stuck his hands up, and it's going to be Mitchell Slater now having a shot at goal. About 35-40 metres, I'd say, but not too much of an angle for a right footer. Coming in now, kicks it beautifully, gives a celebration before the goal's in. He loves it, and that's his 3rd for the match. Mitchell Slater with 3. Patterson and Slater both with 3. A bit of a competition internally between the two forwards to see who can kick the most, but if it keeps going for Golden Grove, they'll be the winners in the end. 7-4 for the visitors, plays 5-7. .14.5 minutes played in this third quarter. Soccer kicked out the middle by Golden Grove. Anything they can just to get the territory game, and they do that with the stoppage in the forward half, just on the edge of the centre square. Tree Gully though get the clearance from that situation and now go forward in their own respect. Over the top of the whole pack there as they try and look for the kick, was Latham, who handballs it to a teammate in a better position. Has a snap with his left, straight through. Hyde with a goal there. They got the clearance from the middle, although they couldn't mark it from the 2v2 situation. Done well to get it forward, and Latham could have had a shot there, but used his teamwork nicely to find a player in a better position, and Hyde with the left foot finishes truly. He had the shot earlier that just missed, so makes up for it now with a goal of his own. Reduces the margin to 3 points. 3 points the difference. 16 minutes played in the third quarter. Very good game of footy on our hands here. On paper reads 4v9, but with the context, it was always going to be a tough game, a very evenly matched game, and that's exactly what it's turned out to be. Penny out the ruck, trying to get his own clearance. Olsen with the soccer kick. Just inside the 50 now. Big tackle. Umpire says he'll sort it out. Just on the 50-metre line for Tree Gully. Tree Gully. Looking to get the kick away, maybe caught a little bit high play on. It's going to be a big pack forming once again. The ball hasn't moved an inch as they stay in the same position for another stoppage. Olsen's in there and a few others just trying everything they can to get the ball to move. The ball bobbling around now. Another soccer kick. We've seen a few of them. Towards the middle of the ground, towards the muddy part of the pitch. Slipping and sliding as they try and progress the ball forward. Either team finds Olsen a bit out wide. Does well to get onto his right. 2-on-1. No mark taken, so it's going to be another clearance from Golden Grove. They've done good defence all game. They had a bit of a patch where they were a bit rusty, but once again found their good defensive action and saves a nearly certain goal on that occasion. Tree Gully peppering the 50-metre line. Can they try and find a way to goal though, to try and hit the front for the first time? In front of all the cars there in the background, you see that in local footy. It's such a good sight for local footy to see as a lot of fans pack into this Pertaringa Oval for this match. Tree Gully behind the ball now, just trying to find a mark or trying to find a way forward. McKay just couldn't mark the bounce in front of him. Spins out of trouble. Goes forward now. No one again in particular. That kick just into space, and it's going to be holding the ball. The players asked for it and they got it in the end. They're going to have the possession here just inside the forward 50 for Tree Gully's attack. Looks confident to have a shot. He is quite far out and quite a bit of angle. Players are going back to try and give him options if he wants it. He just chips it wide, so bit of a chips it to a wider angle but more closer, so we'll see if this helps. Asprey with the ball. He's going to have to kick it from about 40 metres, so he did get a little bit closer, but it is a tighter angle. Shot comes in now. Looks good. Straight over the umpire's head. It is a goal come from Asprey. Very nicely done. Very tight angle, but his teammate passed it to him knowing he could kick it, having the confidence he could kick it, and Tree Gully hit the lead for the first time in this match. 3 points the lead here in the third quarter. Nearly 20 minutes played. 7-7, 49, 7-4, 46. 3 points the lead to the home team, Tree Gully, for the first time in this match, hitting the front. And a goal from a mark and kick situation, which I think is the first one, or if not the second one. They haven't done many of them, so it's good to see that they're finding different avenues to goal. Another big soccer kick for it. Sometimes in these conditions, that's what you have to do. Big tackle, holding the ball. Cavallaro with that very nice tackle. The Golden Grove bench loved it as they progress forward now over the top of everyone towards the goals. Try to soccer kick it through, but it's going to be rushed for a behind. Bringing the margin down to 2 points. Every point crucial now as we get later in the game and the margin being so close. Past the 20-minute mark now, 21 minutes played, so into red time, and there was a few goals this quarter, so I expect still some time to be, still some time for action to happen here. The next goal will be big either way as we approach the three-quarter time, and the lead being so tight. Long kick, no mark taken, trying to find a little bit of room to get out of there. Nicely tackled again. What will the umpire give it? He'll sort it out. Tom Robinson in the ruck now for Golden Grove. They switched it a few times. I think he's been the main one though, as they get him out of there. He was on the bench not too long ago. The clearance coming from Glenn. Dribbles towards the boundary line. Can they get there first? They do. And now tackled over, so preventing that last possession rule. It's going to be a boundary throw in. In the pocket of the 50-metre line, but quite a distance from that, from the goals. See if they can find any room here for a snap or a late goal here for Golden Grove. They'll love that one after conceding the last 2, I believe. Repeat boundary throw in now. And it's going to be another one. So just a few boundary throw-ins in a row now as we look to try and get this game progressing. Glenn helping out in the ruck, he's been good, looking for a bit of room for a snap away. Golden Grove handballs it to the dangerous area, looking for a snap, looking for a kick. But they do get the snap, it just goes for a behind, bit of a rush behind maybe, so very unlucky for that. We'll see what happens now, as not much time's left and the margin is down to 1 point, I believe. Down on the wing now. Bredden does well. Asprey's there as well. Just couldn't take possession of it, still progresses the ball forward. 1 point the difference. Nearly 24 minutes played. Penny taps it, looking to get a last inside 50. Could be the last inside 50. Holding the ball. Johnson getting that free kick. Lewis Johnson wide to Hable. Hable now towards the 50-metre line. Nice mark in front by Cavallaro. Cavallaro chips it forward, trying to find a leading mark. He does. Looking for options, but in the end looks like he's going to go back to try and kick it. In the pocket now, about 40 metres out. He's coming in now, looks confident. Coming in now with the kick, beautifully kicked. Jed Banwell with that one, number 27. Right in the pocket, right in front of the scoreboard. It gets the lead back for Golden Grove late in this third quarter. Was looking for options, thinking about passing it off. In the end, went back and kicked it beautifully, confidently through the middle to take back the lead that they worked so hard to get.
Sorry, I thought you meant to go forward.
Slater in the ruck now that Robinson comes off for a rest. Again, not too much left in this quarter. Can someone else get a goal, or all the goals done for this quarter? Penny's trying with a handball to his teammates, but Glenn is the one that gets it forward. Big third quarter from him. Golden Grove trying to find anything they can, just any kick to find a last minute goal in this third quarter. Good tackle on Olsen, he's been dangerous, so to wrap him up like that is always a good idea if you can from the opposition perspective. A quick kick and a quick mark, they can still find an avenue to goal. Cavallaro's in there again, and he's stepped up this third quarter as well. Called his name a lot. Glenn again, having his shot with his left. Keeps going, straight through the middle. And Joshua Glenn with that kick from about 50 with a left foot snap. Very big goal in the context of this match, just to extend the lead, and he done well in the midfield, pushed up a bit forward with the rolling stoppage and gets a little bit of room for the left foot, the dangerous left foot, to kick his second. The bench where we're at, right next to the Golden Grove bench, they loved it. All the Golden Grove supporters around us loved it, and why wouldn't you? What a very, very good goal. The ball back in the middle. Penny trying to do everything he can to get his team forward, but again it's the Golden Grove that get the clearance. Just bounces in front of him. Burnwell's there as well, and a few others just of the dangerous players. Slater's the one that did the ruck work. Gets the 1-2, has the shot, and through the middle. Blades with that goal actually, both with the long hair, but Slater was involved, pushing up from the rock, handballing it to the teammates who found Blades running, and very, very nice goal from a bit of a tight angle, but had room to compose himself. Still not an easy kick and got it. 49 plays 66 in this third quarter. The Gullies found a way to get the lead, and now it's been reversed for Golden Grove just to kick 3 in a row to get the lead and to extend the lead in this premiership quarter. Now Tree Gully with a quick clearance, but nice mark again in defence by Payne. Payne in defence been very handy, as they really done good in defence to hold up, not let Tree Gully get those goals that they like to do. Very high scoring team this season, but Golden Grove stopped that today. Long down the line, following the coach's instructions. Glenn in front with a nice mark.
That's a couple of times, Ken, you've been well beaten.
Very good work by Glenn, who finds a teammate. Any mark late in the third quarter is handy. 27.5 minutes played. 29.5 minutes played, I should say. Long kick now to a big pack of players. And there's the siren, so a long third quarter with so many goals happening, but Golden Grove won't mind kicking 3 goals in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And Golden Grove extending their lead, 7-7, 49, 10-6, 66. We'll go for a bit of a break for free quarter time. Be back with the last quarter of action here in round 9 of the Adelaide Footy League, thanks to Dartfish.
No, put 2 in each. So Jesse!
Set it up, Chad, so then you can talk whenever you want, right? Are you ready? I'll set it up and then you can talk whenever you want. Alright, yeah.
The Adelaide 500. I'm holding some great. That's not right. Six, is he actually? Go and read it. Work hard. Great, you're messing with us. That's great. Come on, one. I've got some. Come on. It's great. I know it. It's not. You want to get ready where you're not water.
Hello and welcome back to the fourth quarter stream here for Tree Gully vs Golden Grove. Very interesting fourth quarter coming up. After a long third quarter, we get Golden Grove having the lead, 49-66. 17 points the margin as we go into the start of this fourth quarter. Tree Gully had moments where they hit the front. They're looking to go forward again. West with a nice mark. West playing in front, used his body well, and for the first time today gets a clean kick at goal. Marks very nicely inside the 50. We haven't seen him do that yet this game, but when he can do it, he's very dangerous. Top goal scorer of the Adelaide Footy League with 21 goals and 5 goals last time they played in round 8 against Broadview. He should be confident with his technique, confident with his goal kicking. Comes in now, kicks it nicely, but drifts wide and keeps drifting out in the full. Wow, a bit of a commentator curse there. Hyped him up again, only for him to get out in the full, but very unusual from him. I've watched him quite a few times this season, always kicks it nicely. It was a nice kick, just for some reason went wide, and a little bit left off the hook there for Golden Grove, because I've been saying how they haven't conceded too many marks inside 50, and the one time they do, Tree Gully get the out of the full. Free kick now, Golden Grove. Wanted to play on, but has to go back. Johnson with the ball. Chips into the 50. Nicely done to get Lim the ball. Lim about 40 metres out, quite a bit of an angle. Has a few options if he wants to pass it, but going to go back and have a shot, it seems. He does go long now, into the pocket, punched over for a rushed boundary, so it's going to be a boundary throw in.
You're going to take the camera and you've got to kick the goal.
Right in the pocket now, Golden Grove. Nice punch by the ruckman, wrapped up immediately though. A stoppage now. Umpire throws it up, 30 metres from goal. Looking to get the snap away. Tackled without it, so let him go, and then eventually they get the clearance because of that, but behind the play was Cavallaro. Nicely taken mark. Had a big third quarter as he points towards the goal, points deep. Goes towards the pocket. In front, no mark taken. Olsen's there to try and help the defence. Tackled and holding the ball. Olsen complaining didn't have too much prior, but wrapped up nicely, and they're going to have a shot at goal here, Golden Grove.
Cameron, move away. Cameron, move away.
Patterson with a shot. He already has 3. lining up from about 30 metres out. Quite a bit of an angle, but the way he's been kicking it, he'll be confident. Taking his time, deliberately setting up for the goal, setting up for the kick. I said setting up for the goal because I assumed he'd kick, and he actually did. So no curse this time as Patterson gets his 4th. And a very nice goal for Golden Grove, just to extend that lead even more and really put the pressure on Tree Gully, using the clock against them. Back in the middle now. Play on. Towards the wing. Lim is in the foot race. Good tape. Done well. And a big tackle. Holding the ball. Tape driven into the ground by Cavallaro. Got caught holding the ball. Cavallaro now. Forward. Big fly from the back, punched. Towards the boundary line. Can they keep it in? Done well to keep it in, but he's going to be wrapped up. But they find a little bit of room and they go forward, and then respect by Blades. Blades. No mark taken inside the 50. Trying to find a bit of room to have a shot at goal. Spun around. Done well, Golden Grove. Backwards, go forwards. Through Dodd. Dodd. Touched. Good shot at goal. Just rushed behind for a point there. But keeping the scoreboard ticking over is very important. As Tree Gully get an extra 25 metres from that mark. Long down the line towards the wing. Golden Grove do well to get it away from there, the Kookaburras. Tree Gully finding now, just trying to get it forward any way possible. On the wing, no mark taken. Good contest there on the wing as the defence comes in just to keep them from progressing. And a big tackle again. We've seen some big tackles in this quarter. The umpire will sort this one out. Now forward by Golden Grove. No mark, so Tree Gully again trying to rebound it out of there. Finds a mark with Spence. Spence through the middle of the ground. Brogdon. Finds Latham. Latham plays on quickly. Into the 50. Can they take a mark? Keeps his eyes on the ball the whole time. Does get the mark. Going to go back and kick this one from about 40 metres out, right in front of the scoreboard, so a bit of an angle. Left foot. Drifts wide as well, so another behind for Tree Gully. They've had quite a few behinds in this match, and from goal kicking positions. Seven, 8, 50 for the Tree Gully. Still a little bit behind as they look to get a repeat inside 50 now. Long kick. Can they find a snapper goal? Latham's there, very sneaky goal sneak, but again just soccer kicked straight away for behind. So just collecting the behinds so far in this quarter. On the middle of the ground now, bit of a stoppage situation, just on the edge of the 50-metre, edge of the centre square. The clearance comes. Can they find a mark inside the 50 now? West. No mark, bounce in front of him, trying to get a snapped goal is Tape. Tape with a soccer kick, but too many numbers in front of the ball. Not much room to move, looking to get a stoppage. Golden Grove do eventually do that. Nearly goes through for a behind, but it's going to be a stoppage just in front of where the behind area is to the left of the goals. A big tackle by two of them there. Another stoppage, this time just a few metres away from that situation. Looking to get it in the goal sneak's hands, Latham or someone like that. But a quick kick from Golden Grove and set up nicely behind the ball was Tree Gully, who get a mark now through Joshua Spence. He's going to have a shot from about 45, 30, 35, 45, that kind of thing. Bit of an angle. But Josh Spence, very tricky player. I imagine he will find a way to get a goal here just by probably running around the player on the mark. But that's might not be what he's going to do, but he could definitely do that if he wants to. Has the shot now. Looks good. Just over the fingertips of the Golden Grove defenders on the last line defence. It's gone for a goal. Spence with his first, and the first for Tree Gully in this quarter, just to keep the door slightly ajar for a comeback. They really needed to just get a first goal, and they have, just to keep them within distance of getting back in front. In the middle now, looking for a clearance. They get a free kick instead through Bredden, sorry. Bredden is 50, looking for West. He's in front, but no mark. Olsen with the snap kick. Free kick on the way of Tree Gully, just off the ball, or given to West actually. So in that marking situation, just gives away a free kick, and West, who is a very dangerous goal kicker despite his down the full earlier, is going to go back and have a shot. West about 40 metres out, 35 metres out. Not too much of an angle, looks confident. Kicks it nicely as always. Will it be accurate? This time it is. West with his first, making it 22 goals in the Adelaide Footy League. First in the division for goal kickers, and shows why on that occasion. After his mistake earlier, getting down the full, this time switches up and nicely slots it through the middle. 10 points the margin. In this fourth quarter. Thanks to Dartfish for this stream, and thanks to all the sponsors. Also Archie Stongs, the best player will get a pair of Archie Stongs, so definitely a few people putting a hand up in this fourth quarter. Chips it now, but nicely intercepted by Mackay, who goes to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst back to Mackay, a bit of a 1-2 situation, just about 10 metres, 15 metres closer than he was earlier. Have options to go a little bit backwards to do a bit of a switch, but instead goes long. Big pack of players, no mark. Olsen's there, finds a bit of room with a handball. Towards the 50, Latham's there, no mark taken. West as well, the two dangerous players in the forward line. Wanting to make a decision here was the umpire. It could have been a free kick, but it's going to be a boundary throw-in instead. Still a dangerous place for a boundary throw-in. About 30 metres out here as they bring it back into play. West in the ruck, looking for a quick kick away, but soccer kicked away from Golden Grove this time, who picked up nicely by Cavallaro. To the wing. Towards Templeton, but just a bit too wide for him. It's going to be a last possession rule. Last possession, they bring it back in. Again, a big pack of players forming. Latham's there and a few others with a snap left foot. Looking for a mark deep inside the forward 50. Just touched and is going to be rushed behind. Goal saving touched as it goes through for a behind. But again, with the game being only 9 points now, every behind counts and every score counts with that behind. Could be very interesting. Onto the wing now. Free kick to Golden Grove. Pushed off it in the marking contest, I believe. So coming back now to the wing, as all the players have to sprint forwards for Golden Grove just to get in front of the ball. Not too much movement upfield, so just chips it. Still looking forward. Again, not too much options, so long down the wing. Nice mark by Penny, resting in defence. Penny with the kick. Straight through the middle. To no one in particular. They need a bit of an arm wrestle here. Gets caught high. Very obvious high there, so will be a free kick for Spence. Spence, the goal kicker from earlier. Brings it into the 50 now. Over the top of everyone, no mark. Looking to get a kick away. Was Martin. Martin through the middle. Tyler Martin, the vice captain, with a very big goal there for his team. Reducing the margin again to a very dangerous 3 points. Big goal there, crucial goal just to make this game still anyone's game. Martin with a very nice big long kick.
I slipped over again.
3 points the margin as we progress in this fourth quarter. Time ticking down, but still time for anything to happen. Tape with a nice clearance over the top of everyone. Trying to find anyone in the forward line, but Golden Grove do nicely to clean up. Third man up with the mark, no mark taken. Shepherd tackled nicely. The crowd getting into it, big crowd here for this match. All around the field, there's people everywhere watching, hoping their team wins. Both teams have a big set of fans here, having it being a local rivalry. Ashbury does well to Olsen. Olsen with the snap. Can they find a mark in the goal square? Nice punch from behind. West was in the goal square one-on-one. The defender with a beautiful punch right at the end. And now snapped around the body. Goes through. About 40 metres out. Didn't have too much time to think about it. Snapped it very nicely to hit the front for Tree Gully. Very good goal there, and all the players getting around him. Try and find out who that was in a second, but what a crucial goal, getting him back in the lead. Not too much time left here today, and hitting the front for only the second time today. They get the clearance again, Tree Gully. I believe it might have been Hyde with that last goal, I'm not too sure, but kept my eye on him the whole time. I think it was him. More crucially, getting in front for his team. 11-10, 76, plays 11-7, 73. Boundary throw in now. As you can see, a big pack of fans in that back pocket. The tackle coming, holding the ball. Holding the ball for Glenn, who trying to progress forward. Long down the wing, over the top. Looking to get it into the 50 now. Is anyone available? They go there anyway. 1-on-1, deep inside 50. Ball bounces, going to be a foot race. 3-on-1, 3-on-1, nearly. The one wins, getting his hands on the ball and getting a kick away, but tackles, he kicks it out on the full. Good effort there by Robinson. Was outnumbered in that situation, still got his foot to it, but just the numbers game wins out in the end. It is going to be on the full. So getting it in now is Tree Gully, long down the line, mark over the top by Martin, the goal kicker from earlier. Tyler Martin now towards West, 2-on-1. No mark by Thatcher, but done well just to let it go out for a boundary throw in. That's on West has been good all game. Just in this last quarter, West getting his first goal. Free kick to Tree Gully now. Free kick in the rock situation to Penny. Captain Penny. Not afraid to take his time here. The kick though, long into the pocket. Is it too high over everyone? It goes out for a boundary throw in. They're just trying to work out if anyone got a touch to it. Boundary throw in inside the 50 for Tree Gully. Clearance coming from Golden Grove, looking to get it out of there. Cavallaro does well, but the kick off his boot. Dropped the mark was Personos. Jordan Personos. And tackled on the wing. Personos, of course, missing out there for Tree Gully's Peter Personos, injured at the moment, one of their top players. Jordan, his brothers, in defence as usual. Just dropped the mark on that occasion, but Tree Gully go forward now. No mark taken, ball bouncing. Looking for a snap is Tree Gully, or just finding a mark inside 50. Now they do get the snap quickly towards the pocket and dribbles through for a behind again. With the time and with the situation up behind could be crucial, you never know, and they do get a behind in this situation. Extending the lead to that 4-point margin. On the wing now. Holding the ball. Plays on quickly, the Golden Grove player from that holding the ball. Looking for a mark down the field, just couldn't take it, play on. The Tree Gully players coming in to even the odd numbers, and it's going to be a stoppage just outside the 50 metres for Golden Grove. Golden Grove looking for a clearance, big tackle, and another stoppage. A free player, an extra player in defence for Tree Gully. They got Martin in defence just as a spare man. The quick kick comes now towards the wing, takes the bounce. Last possession rule. So Tree Gully will have a kick to get it out of the danger zone. Spence to take the kick. Bit of a lead by Hazelhurst, ignores him, looks to go long. And that's where he does go. Over the back of everyone, towards the wing, but it's a big pack of players. Can anyone find a clearance? Another big tackle. A lot of nice tackles in this fourth quarter. Time running out. And now Golden Grove with a snap. And mark! Wyatt Patterson with that mark. Whenever you get a quick stoppage and a quick kick away, it can catch the defence off guard, and Patterson's been good all game, has 4 goals this game, and looking to line up for his 5th, and the most crucial one it will be to get the lead back in this 4th quarter. Wyatt Patterson now about 30 metres out, straight in front. The crowd doing their best to distract him, but when he's kicked 4 goals, he's going to be confident in his abilities. Slow run up like he always does. Coming in now, straight through the middle. And a big goal for Golden Grove. Patterson's 5th for the game. And to get the lead back, 2 points with 2 minutes 23 left. About 2 minutes left with getting the lead. It's going to be a very big 2 minutes. Patterson getting the lead, but now it's up to the rest of the team to keep the lead. About 2 minutes 20 left. Just waiting for the ball again over the net, so the players get a bit of a breather, a bit longer to let the nerves settle in as time running out for both teams. 2 points to lead for the Kookaburras away from home in this packed match. Back in the middle, time on. In the middle now, looking for a clearance, looking for a handball. The kick coming. And a big pack of players, probably about 8 or 9 players around the ball as they do give away another stoppage. So Slater and Penny in the ruck, punched by Penny. Robinson with the kick, now wide. Mark on the wing by Breton. Nicely taken Mark, running behind the opposite way and catches it behind his head. Breton, long kick now towards the 50-metre line. West pushes up a lot, trying to get his team forward. No mark taken, and again the numbers, the congestion causes a stoppage. 2 points the difference, not long left. You feel next goal wins, but of course if no goal happens, Golden Grove will be the winners. Gets the kick away, but tackled as he does, so it doesn't go too much. Olsen and a few others there trying to get the ball forward, but Golden Grove get the kick. A foot race now on the wing. Trying to pick it up is Templeton. And Tape is involved as well. Hazelhurst, big tackle. Heffernan with a big tackle. Stoppage on the wing. Bit slow to his feet is Patterson. Patterson a bit slow to his feet, just looks to continue out there, looks to say he's fine. Not too much longer, so Jessica has to be out there for a little bit longer to secure the victory here for Golden Grove. Penny with a kick away from the ruck, trying to get his own clearance. Handballs are wide from, and kick from Verrill. Verrill forward. No mark taken, mark, there's a siren! Golden Grove the winners here today by 2 points. Golden Grove win this one by 2 points. Very good game overall from both teams, as a 2 point lead to Golden Grove is all it could be, with both teams very evenly matched. Golden Grove leading most of the match, Tree Gully hitting the lead in the third, and then 3 quick goals from Golden Grove, gets the lead back and extends it, and then the fourth quarter, really a tight arm wrestle. Could have went either way. Tree Gully hit the lead for a while, then Golden Grove came back into it, and now it is Golden Grove who do get the 2 points and do get the victory here today.
Beauty!
11-11, 77 plays 12-7, 79 here at Potaringo Oval. Like I mentioned the whole way through, a very big occasion here. A lot of fans for both teams, and it is Golden Grove who come out on top in the showdown. Looking at some of the goal kickers, we'll start with Tree Gully. 3 goals for Latham, 2 for Hyde, 1 Spence, Martin, Robinson, West in the last quarter, only getting that 1 goal, which was another big reason why they won the match. And Asprey for 1 goal. As for Golden Grove, big 5 goals for Wyatt Patterson, 3 for Slater, who was in the ruck for a lot of the match as well. Glenn kicking 2 was crucial. Banwell and Blades with 1 each. And overall, Golden Grove will be very happy with that victory. 2 and 6 on the ladder, now 3 and 6, just extending it and trying to push away from the relegation zone. They've been unlucky for large parts of this season, and this game almost shows why, having really pushed a very good team like Tree Gully all the way and winning this one away from home. Looking at some of the best as well before we head off for today. For Tree Gully, Olsen was always good. McKay in the second half was a very, very good. Spence always. Tape was probably the best for Tree Gully for me. Latham with his 3 goals were crucial. As for Golden Grove, Patterson 5 goals, can't go past him. Glenn I enjoyed, he got 2 goals but done a lot around the ground, as well as Shenton in defence. Payne also in defence was good. Templeton very good early, and a few others were very handy all around the field. Their defence especially, I want to shout out defence. They wouldn't have won this without their strong defence, really limiting Tree Gully's attacking movement in terms of not too many marks inside the 50-metre line, and very well done on that occasion. Overall though, very good game and very big game in the context of the Adelaide Footy League, and we will head off now, but thanks again for all our sponsors, Dartfish for the stats, Archie Stongs for the best player, and of course all the supporters that come out to watch and watching on the stream as well. I've been Jad Gosselin. Today has been a very good game. Golden Grove coming out 2-point winners here at Potaringo Oval. Have a good evening, and see you next week for every Div 1 stream, every Div 1 game streamed live on Filming Footy.
Beard red, mate.